Let's have a beautiful experience. In this video, we're going to talk about being mysterious, how to naturally raise your testosterone, your human growth hormone, and make your penis bigger. It's a beautiful thing. You gotta love it. All right, before we get started here, please do me a huge favor. Please ring the bell, subscribe to the channel. Of course, tell some friends. Make sure you give me that Earth the Funzarelli thumbs up like so I say, hey, and of course, follow me on my social media. I go by Jesus_Detroit on my Instagram, Snapchat, I'm YOUNGDAYGO. And that's right, we're talking about being mysterious because you know what we're all about here in the BCC, the Big Cock Consciousness, the Big Cock Collective, where I help you manifest a bigger, wider, thicker, longer, stronger, and harder penis, help you naturally raise your HGH and your testosterone. I'm a spiritual guide and a mentor here to expand your mind and increase your size. So without further ado, I'm here to tell you about being mysterious. And baby, you a song, you make me want to roll my windows down. Tom Cruise. I don't know why I had to start it like that. It was just a song that was just rolling through my head while I was at the gym. And that just reminds me of a moment that just always makes me laugh. Because whenever I hear that song, that's what comes to my mind, even though it's the Florida-Georgia line. And that's I don't know why. When I hear Cruise, I think Tom Cruise. It might sound corny to some, but it's something that puts a smile on my face. And you know what I say? The smile is divine. It's made inside the mind. So anytime that you're doing that, you're getting back to the natural source of life, the mysterious magic that we all have within us, that we essentially always are. Because like I say, we all came from excitement. And anytime that you're just, happy and being alive, that's when you're winning. If you're grinning, you're winning. When you're smiling, you're doing it right. And like I say, every single day, you know the sound before my feet hit the ground. Take this breath with me. I got a shot today. I feel beautiful because gratitude is the attitude. And that's how you got to go with every single day. You got a shot at what? A shot of life. And that's what this, that's what this mysteriousness that's all about. Everybody might be looking for an answer like, why am I here? How do I go there with this, that, and the other? And I always feel that the answers are always in here. And like I say, man, if you want beauty to appear, you got to keep this clear. You got to be a clear conduit for growth. And I know it might sound, redundant or whatever, but honestly, it's a message that can never get tired out because there's a lot of things that are just floating around this mind that just essentially are always coming to us all the time. And like I said, if we can entertain that all thoughts of things and they're just kind of floating around here anyways, it's all about what station this is tuned to. And like I talk about in my thoughts video, it's worth bringing up again. It's like, you could essentially be, tuned to, a country station that plays only pop country, like Baby You a Song. I don't know why I'm going to do it again. Make you want to roll my windows down. Tom Cruise. That's right. Double time, had to get a call back. You know what I'm going with. But anyways, you could be tuned to pop country. And the message that somebody else might be tuned to could be like outlaw country. And it could just be like, all my exes live in Texas. And like that guy, that person's thoughts might not line up to the pop country music that you're listening to. And essentially, somebody could be on a rap station, somebody could be on a variety station. And this is the mystery of life, which is all these thoughts come to all of us at any given time. Like I said, the thoughts that you're tuned to is essentially, the vibe that you're putting out. So you always have the power to change the station. You just got to be aware of that. And I always feel that, whenever you calibrate and put yourself in the right zone, the right mood, you're going to definitely be able to improve the thoughts that come to you. And, you got to, like, the simple way to see how you're feeling is essentially by what you're doing. And, like, you could be anything. Like, you're going to, like me, I was going to Tim Hortons to get my coffee. And, me, I love my coffee. It's coffee time. It's a beautiful thing. And you get that app out because you want to, I like to get my free coffee. And you get all, like, sometimes you might feel that overwhelmed feeling like, oh my God, I gotta pull up the app so the guy can scan it. And it's like, you know what? anytime that you're feeling like that, you're not doing it right. And you shouldn't have to feel overwhelmed and like anxious to like pull out, you know, something. It's like, it should just be like you're naturally doing it. And those are the type of checks that I go through, you know, along the day. And there might be something that you can, you know, calibrate and understand what you're doing. Like, oh yeah, I do this, so maybe I should feel more natural. Because anytime that you're pulling yourself away, you know, from feeling beautiful, feeling good, and you're getting those foggy, like just, you know, no good type emotions, like that's just no good for nobody, and it's unnecessary. I mean, come on now, you know, you might feel stressed out if there's a line or something, but I mean, even at that, you know, you're gonna get to it if you keep your attitude right, you keep yourself clear. And these are the things that check yourself along the way, which are gonna help you grow. And when we're talking about mysterious flows and mysterious grows, we're talking about that there's no wrong way of doing this, and you got to understand that you got to trust yourself. I always talk about that in some of my videos, but like, it's, you know, that's the mysterious of life, is all in here, man, the divine, you know what I mean? And that's really what it comes down to. You got to be able to trust the mysterious mysteries that come your way. And you know, there's a whole bunch of things that I like to go with and grow with, and you know what I got to do? I might as well get a quick pump and to let you know that energy is always there for you to grab at any given time. It might seem mysterious to some, but it's a lot of fun, and I always just got to grab a quick juicy pump back from the gym. It didn't have to do a mukbang today. Got to even run a comb through the hair, feeling beautiful, feeling juicy. And I always got to just share this matrix, this it could be a matrix, it is a matrix here. I'm just sharing with you what Paramahansa says, the one that wrote the autobiography of a yogi, the mind being the wielder of muscle. It doesn't matter about how many reps you're doing, how many sets you're doing, what you're doing. All that matters is putting your mind into the size. And I really believe that, because I can feel the grow, I feel it explode, and I just feel myself expand. And like Arnold Schwarzenegger says, the pump, it's like I'm coming at the gym, like, you see what I'm saying? You gotta get crazy to understand that the grow is real, and that's a mysterious thing of life. So we're going to go ahead and say some of my favorite mantras. Number one being, I am magic, I am divine, and the universe is on my side. Say that at any given time. And another one, while you're working out, you're doing some planks, just go ahead and start giving yourself some gratitude about what you got. I'm so happy and grateful that my huge, beautiful muscles are growing bigger, harder, stronger, more defined, abundantly. I'm so happy and grateful that my huge, beautiful penis is growing bigger, wider, thicker, longer, stronger, and harder, abundantly. And then the one when you gotta get one last rep out, you scream and you shout, or just say it in your head and just feel the grow. I am magic, I am divine, and I can increase my size. Oh yeah, 2020, let's get it lit, let's grow huge. It's a beautiful thing, a beautiful flow. Look at that pump, naked in a chair, Detroit Rock City, wintertime, and I'm boiling the sweat, man. I'm telling you, got the skin glowing, hair flowing, spirit knowing, and body growing, that we're doing something right. For that, I say salute. Oh yeah. It's a beautiful thing. You gotta love it. Oh yeah. Had a much smoother day today. If you watched my other video, it was called Monkey Wrench. And I really feel like it was really, you know, I thought it was a beautiful experience, as all these are. But yesterday was quite bizarre with the whole flow of my day. And just understanding that, you know, getting out of your own way is really the ticket. And whenever you're having fun, you're doing it right. Like Matthew McConaughey, Moondog says, fun is the gun. So never forget that. You always got to have fun no matter what you're doing. And essentially, this will help you naturally raise your testosterone, your human growth hormone, because you got to believe in yourself. And like Rocky Balboa says, nothing's real unless you believe in yourself. So you got to believe in you. You got to believe that this is possible, because you are your own resistance. You are the one that's going to decide if you're going to increase your size, because we are all magic. We are all divine. It's all inside of us. And you got to, you know, entertain that you can tap in to what's going on. And I believe about the construct and how we, you know, the chakra system that we got, how it's the magic of who we are and what we are, and essentially, you know, what's creating these beautiful avatars or whatever you want to call this that we're in, this beautiful skin. And I understand that, you know, the third eye, that pituitary gland, that is where, you know, human growth hormone comes. And whenever you're sleeping, everybody, you know, you get all scientific on it. Like I say, I don't discredit science, but I don't discredit magic. And we're talking about, you know, the DMT and the Joe Rogan, you know what I mean? The DMT and the you know, and your HGH is all produced, it's all correlated. And whenever you go into those dreams, that's why I always feel like in the construct is what I call it, that, you know, right before you're in that sleep wake phase, something that I've been really entertaining, and that's something I love to do, is making yourself grow before you go to bed. And that's why I always feel like, you know, working out before bed is, you know, your best ticket. But you don't need to necessarily, you know, have to do that. If you feel beautiful in the morning, that's how you do it. I just feel like at the end of the day, before you go rest, you should be able to do some flexing and get, you know, especially do the edging before bed. You know, get your, you know, make that penis a huge piece of meat, swinging at the knees, drop it to the pecs, making you your best. You know what we're about. I'm telling you, like, you know, you make that. You make yourself big and grow before you go to bed. You put yourself in that mode, that receptive zone, and you get into the construct. And essentially, you're like Neo in the Matrix, and you're like, take, load me, you know, and you're like, I need guns. These guns. That's what we're going with every time, man. So you're just kind of like designing your body before you go to sleep. And I feel that this is just, you know, a way of putting yourself in the right zone to grow. And instead of being, you know, in a doubter circle of, I'll see it, you know, just not just, you know, thinking, you know, in whatever type of way that you want to think, you know, but the best way to go is to let yourself flow and grow and keep it, you know, have it be on your mind to increase your size. And of course, let it go. Just do what you got to do to make it flow. And whenever, like I said, man, there's so many ways of, you know, the techniques we're talking about, the masturbation for manifestation, the joking, the Kegels, the super edging, all these techniques that have been continuously ongoing, that been out before the beginning of time or whatever. And it's just, you know, I'm a conduit for this growth, and I'm here to share it with you in the collective to help you manifest the best. And essentially, all of them, you know, they can be done at any given time, and you don't have to be all like, oh my God, I gotta do it like this or that. It's just, you know, a matter of getting out of your own way and understanding that you're gonna grow, and that essentially is what's gonna help you out with bodybuilding and, you know, any way that you want to manifest the best. Because, like, you know, like Paramahansa says, you know, the mind being the wielder of muscle, you can go ahead and get out of your way with, you know, like I said, there's millions of different ways to do this. Like, especially if you listen to, like, you know, every Instagram bodybuilder out there, or fitness guru, this guy's going to tell you how to eat, how to sleep. You need to eat more. If you have a crap diet, you'll never see your abs. And it's like, look, man, you know, I look at a whole bunch of different ways. I mean, there's people that eat, like, you know, that eat McDonald's and other stuff every day, and they got shredded six packs. And then you got people that eat clean and vegan, and they're flabby in the center. So all that matters is the mind being the wielder of muscle is more truer than you think, because it's your mind that's creating the body that you're in. And when you're able to entertain that and just be like, you know what, I can grow, I will grow, instead of, you know, having limiting beliefs about, you know, your body. Like a lot of people with their, you know, with certain body parts, like they might be like, oh, I don't have this or that. It's like, just stop and just go ahead and just pump it up every single day. Guaranteed it's going to grow, because you're putting it on your mind. You're going to increase your size instead of just, you know, thinking that it's done. That's just no fun. You know what I mean? Like I said, man, fun is the gun. Man, another call back. I had to get another one in. I don't know why I said that. I was watching some David Spade, and I just love his, you know, show when he does the callback and the mosquito wire. Yeah, it's a great show, man. You know, I love comedy. I love to be entertained. And these are the things that make me smile, and I feel like anytime that you're doing that, you're doing something right. You're coming back to the source of what we all are, man. And that's what it comes down to. Like, you know, whenever you're going out there with your life, and, you know, you might, you know, like I said, you might be sailing your ship way out into the abyss, and you never come back to the shore where you've been happy and excited the whole time. I mean, that's really what it all comes down to. You got to be able to come back to the fun, and or, you know, like, realistically, realistically, you got to bring that fun with you the whole way. And there's no reason to be upset today. You got to be happy that you're alive today. You got a shot, and you got to be able to have that attitude essentially with every breath that you take. And I know that, you know, moods are like the clouds, that they constantly move around, and you got to understand that too, because, you know, it's not like you're stuck in a, you know, in a glum mode the whole time. It's not gloomy every day. You always got the sunshine in your mind. And for that, I'm going to definitely say salute again, because, you know, I got to get me another sip. So salute. Oh, yeah. Especially, you know, after eating some tuna and, you know, getting in here from the gym. Today I did a little, you know, I've been doing a different flow. Like I said, I've been holding my accountability, and you can count on me waiting for you in the parking lot. Oh yeah, Mr. Larson. I had to get that one in, man. It makes me laugh. But, you know, my accountability of adding more protein to increase my size, which is a collective belief to help me achieve. And these are things that you can utilize along the way. And essentially, that's what all this fitness is, you know, anyways. Because, you know, every single day, there's always a new way of doing it. Carnivore diet, vegan diet, fasting. And it's just like, you got to find the one that works for you. And like I say, all truths are true. You just find the ones that make you, you. So, salute. Oh, yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So, whenever you're going out there and you're deciding like what's going to work for you, the number one thing is to just entertain that it will, and it's going to be the most successful, you know, way for you to go about your growing to manifest the best. If you're like, you know, if you're going through a program and you're thinking you should be on another one, then that's what you got to do. But if you're on the other side of that and you're like, oh, I should have went back to this one, then, you know, decide on what works and understand that they all do, and just entertain the one that works the best with you, the one that keeps you smiling, the one that keeps you the most motivated, and the one that will help you hold that accountability to keep wanting to do it. Because essentially, you know, if the mind being the wielder of muscle, I mean, we're going to entertain that. Our mind's just going to be able to expand and make ourselves grow. And, you know, if we could all agree that that's how we flow, we can just on the screen through the roof of the house, be the giants that we are. You know what I'm saying, man? Talking about, you know, having that gratitude attitude, not worrying about nothing, having that head in the clouds attitude, being the giants that we are, just being huge, spreading that love and positivity. You know what I'm saying? Not stomping on your friend's house, but, you know, of course, you know, not worrying about the gremlins at your feet. And then since I got that big heart pumping, you know what I got to say? The number one matrix hack that I love to share every single time, and I do it and I put it into practice every single day. And all it is essentially, no matter who comes on your mind today, whoever that may be, you hear somebody on the phone, you're looking at somebody across from you in traffic, you see somebody at the grocery store. Like I said, you know, just whether the thought's good, bad, or neutral, just go ahead and take a pause for a second and just say, I intend on that person, that soul, they have a beautiful day, to feel love in some kind of way, and you go along your day, and you just hack the matrix. That's how we do it. You got to fill the room full of love. Like I said, if there's a whole bunch of, you know, thoughts that are essentially floating around, and whatever station that this is tuned to, and the thoughts that are out there, at least we're putting the love out there. And the more love that you're in the receptive zone of grabbing, and the more love that you're putting out, you're going to definitely be able to gravitate that, and, you know, you're going to create an energy around it, and people are going to levitate towards it. They're going to be like, you know, they're going to find the love. And you're filling the place with love, so essentially you're doing the right thing. You're just throwing the love out there instead of, like, you know, just whatever negative thought about, you know, how people are feeling. I always put out positive mantras no matter what. No matter where I'm at, I'm in the winning circle. So you just got to throw that out there. I'm in the winning circle no matter what. Everybody around you is a winner. You don't want to go in a place and think that everybody's no good, because what's the positive aspect about that? You ain't got to think that the world's out to get you. You know what I mean? And the world don't meet you halfway. I don't know why I had to say that. I had to give you an over-the-top arm wrestling movie, you know, reference. I give a couple of those in here, man, talking about, you know, I take my head, it's like a switch, I turn it back, like a machine. You know what I mean? Time to go to work. Oh yeah, it's another great thing I want to say today. I was inspired today about old school people, because essentially the old school program, like the baby boomers, and when you're talking to like millennials and stuff, like they were really inclined to work, and you could see it in the way that they, like, you know, show up to the gym. You got this old guy, like old, you know, who knows, like probably 70s, who knows, but this guy rolls right up to the gym. Just like, but the car's like just hits park, and the guy's getting out of it, walking straight to the door, just a beeline. Just, I'm like, wow. I'm like, look at that guy. I'm like, that's just not the way that I flow. I'm like, me, I gotta get my coffee in me. I take my time before I get out of the car. I like to get my vibe right. This guy, man, by the time, you know, I hit the stair step, but this guy's halfway done with his workout. Not to say that, you know, I mean, it's not like this guy was like a bodybuilder or anything, but be as it may, that guy holds his accountability. Maybe he had a doctor or something that told him that you better go to the gym. This guy's doing it. And that's something that just really inspired me, because, you know, whatever is marching your drum, whatever is just keeping you going, and like that guy's just essentially like believing in what he does, man. That's just the old school way. Just keep it going. Just, you know, hard work is like, that's how they go. And it's really inspiring to watch it. And then you got the whole, you know, if you listen to Bob Proctor, he's going to tell you to, you know, do your work. And then you listen to the other guy that you hear on the commercial. I know it sounds like bullshit, but hard work is bullshit. They got, I don't know if I just got to plug it. The Mind Bailey guy, he goes, Elon Musk. He'll say, work like hell. You know, he works like 100 hours a week. I don't believe that's good. You know, I mean, for some people, that makes sense. I mean, you know, you can't tell Elon Musk not to work 100 hours, because that's the way the guy flows, all right? For some people, that's how they flow. Other people, you know what? In this day and age, you got a whole different, you know, whole bunch of different mysterious ways of life, man, and that's really how it all comes down to. I mean, that really is the mystery of life. There's no wrong way to do it. There's just your way. So find it. And like I said, I gotta tell you, man, we're gonna have plenty more beautiful experiences to come. Make sure you guys are hitting me up in the BCC. Drop me a line for some one-on-one, you know, Skype sessions, some help. I can put a program together. I do, you know, Snapchat, a whole bunch of other things for motivation, and I'm here for you. Like I said, make sure you get, you know, checking out the gram anyways, because I got my cats, see, my wolf and my bear always there. Check out the previous video. They made a cameo. They might be making some more. Who knows? The 2020, the growth is real. We're going to all get a huge antenna, and all of us to grow. Feel some love, man. Have that huge piece of meat. Throb to the peck. Give it a kiss. How you doing? That's what we're going with. That's what we're going with. I intend on you guys to spread some love today. Feel love today. Feel beautiful every day. And like I say, man, you guys, I love you guys. So I'll be seeing you around. Make sure you guys hit me up. Tell some friends about it, and I'll be seeing you around. Peace.